Hello, everybody. Hold on, I gotta make sure I clean off the mirror. You should always do that when you're taking pictures. You should clean off the little what do you call it? You know, the little screen so that the picture's always nice and clear. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Jane B. Natural Beauty, Beauty Beyond the Brush. Oh yes, this is where I come to talk to, coach, mentor, stylist to improve their business, take their business to the next level. And so let me just give you a little formal introduction so you just know who I am, okay? I'm Jane B. I'm a professional makeup artist for over 20 years. I'm a licensed natural hairstylist, and I'm a beauty coach. I am a clientele... I'm sorry, guys. I'm a clientele retention specialist, meaning ways and strategies and means to keep clients in your chair and not necessarily just having people come and go and not stay and build your business, because that is how you build a business. I'm a beauty coach, like I told you earlier. So today's live stream is 3 reasons why you have a lit portfolio. Lit, like your pictures are slaying. Every picture, every setup, the makeup is amazing, the hair is amazing, everything about it is amazing, but you still have an empty chair and you want to know why. You know, I'm fabulous. I have this amazing portfolio. I have, these pictures are amazing. The makeup is amazing. The hair is amazing. The styling is amazing. But why is my chair empty? Okay? Hold on. I'm going to invite a few people. Just give me 1 second, okay? Just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I just want to invite some people that, wants to hear this and have them in the building. And, so these are some reasons. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. So here are 3 reasons why you may have a lit portfolio and an empty chair. Because at the end of the day, it's about having your clients, having your client retention, having your clients tell people about you, having your clients share the good news about what you do, and to keep your business going, to stay afloat. Because remember, I am a clientele retention specialist. Okay? So the number one reason why you have a lit portfolio but an empty chair is, number 1, not putting your clients' needs first. Okay? Not putting your clients' needs first. So what do I mean by that? So say you are you specialize in this, and this. You have these things that you specialize in, but your clients have a need that is different than, not that you can't do, but that you like is your kind of like your bread and butter, your go-to. You have your go-to way of doing things. You have your go-to styles, but your clients' needs may be completely different. So, for instance, in the natural hair world, you may have a client that, for whatever reason, just through years, maybe misstyling or whatever, maybe medical conditions, their edges are really thin. Right? So their edges are going, their edges are really thin, and they're very sensitive about that. So if you have a client like that, then you cannot go in with the styles you do that all your styles are up, or all your styles are swept to the side, or your styles are like that, because when you do that, then now you're exposing your client's needs, and now your client's feeling insecure. They're feeling very vulnerable because now they have these open sides, their sides are, exposed and things of that nature, and you didn't make sure you covered their sides, covered the issues that they're dealing with. So it's always about keeping your client's needs first, because if you can make someone leave your shop, your establishment feeling more confident, if you can make them leave your shop feeling more comfortable and more beautiful, then they will return. Okay? If they leave feeling insecure, feeling like you did not hear them, you were not caring about their needs, their wants, their concerns, then unfortunately you may not have a repeat client, because that's really what it's all about, having repeat clientele, having them testify about you, and having them let you know exactly, how they felt and how you made them feel, and that's why they're back, and that's why they're bringing friends. Okay, so that's the number one reason, not the number one, but number one reason of why you have a lit portfolio and an empty chair. Okay, number two, constant unnecessary distractions. Okay, constant unnecessary distractions. What can we say about that? First of all, it's one thing if your phone is ringing with clients. Like if your phone, this is just one way that you could be distracting. So you have the client in the chair, you're doing their hair, but the hello out there, you have your client in your chair, you're doing their hair, and your phone rings, but it's one of your friends. It's not somebody calling about a hairstyle. It's not somebody trying to make an appointment, but it's one of your friends calling about the shows last night on television. Or it's stuff that you're laughing about and kikiing and having a good time about, but it has nothing to do with business and has absolutely nothing to do with your client in your chair. That's one way you could be distracted, things like that. Then another way you could be distracted is, say you're in a shop or if you're in a salon situation and there's other stylists talking, and they're maybe talking about some shows, or they're talking about what they're doing later, and you're fully embraced in the conversation. You're embracing the conversation, you're having a good time with them, and you're not really paying any attention to your client that's in your chair. And you could be doing a service that you know how to do with your eyes closed, but because that client is feeling like they are not the number one priority in your chair, that will leave them feeling like, they're good at what they do, but they're just distracted. They're all over the place. They're over here talking over here. They're over here talking over there. They're picking up their phone. They're having a good time. Those are the things that will keep people from wanting to come back to your chair. If you're not giving people the attention they need, if you're not giving people the time that they need, if you're not giving people the dedication of your expertise that they need, they may not come back. They may not come back because they'll feel like, wait a minute, this person is not really putting me first in the fact that they have all the attention on me. Now, that's not to say you cannot join in on a conversation. Not join in, but comment here or there. That's not saying you can't pick up your phone once in a while and say, hey girl, I'll meet you later for coffee. All right, talk to you later, bye. Or with things like that. But when it becomes like a habit, and it becomes like where the person in your chair is just another paycheck for the next pair of shoes, or your paycheck for the next bill to be paid. People don't like to feel like that. People like to feel like they matter, their dollars matter, their hair matters, their face matters, their style matters. That's what people want to feel. They want to feel like they actually matter. Okay, so that's number two. Number one was not putting your customers' needs first. Number two was the constant unnecessary distractions. Yes, we are here today talking about having a lit portfolio and an empty chair. Reasons why you may be amazing at what you do, but you don't have the skill to make sure that you have clients that stay in your chair. Okay. And then the third reason is like a two-parter. Maybe I'll do three and then a bonus, okay? Another one is like you using your past successes on current situations. And I touched on that a little earlier when I talked about the woman with the no edges. So your past successes could have been one particular area of styling, right? So you're using that one particular area of styling to go for every client. For whoever sits in your chair, you're using that. So you're not being specific to that one particular client, but in your mind you're like, but this has worked in the past. This has worked in the past. I've always used this in the past. This is gonna work. This is gonna work. This is gonna work. And what happens is we get in our minds, because just from a psychological standpoint, when things have worked and things have gone good, they can become your go-to. They can become the go-to. They could be like, oh, that's it. I learned how to do this. I learned how to do that. That's going to be my go-to style. But the go-to style may not work for everybody. The go-to style may not look good on this particular face shape or this particular hair type. So it's using those old successes for everything and thinking. So basically, it's just not changing with the times. You have to change with the times of who's in your chair, what they want, what they need. And then that, again, makes the person feel beautiful, makes them want to come back, makes them want to be a part of what's going on, okay? And then B, so I'll say 3B. So that was 3A, and this is 3B. And this is my final reason why you could have a lit portfolio and an empty chair, is that you don't have any follow-up care. There's no follow-up care. So when the people finish getting their hair done, when they finish getting their makeup done, or whatever services they're getting, and you let them go, there's no follow-up in making sure that this is something that's working for them. This is something that that they could use as longevity style. This is something they definitely will tell their friends about. When there is no follow-up care, people have a tendency to feel like, I really don't matter. And I think that's the worst thing you could make a person feel like, is that they are not the center of your world for that time that they're with you. That they're, for those 2 hours or 3 hours, that they're not the center of the universe. That a lot of times makes people feel like, well, then why am I here? Am I just another number? No one wants to feel like they just got a number across their chest. 5, 3, 4, 5, 2, 5. No. Nobody wants to feel like that. People want to feel like, I matter. Me, Jane of Jane B Natural Beauty and Beyond the Brush matters. That's what people want to feel like, okay? People want to feel like their dollars matter, their hair matters, their time matters. That's what people want to feel like. So that if you can, work on those things, those are just some tips and tools that help. So, I am here as the beauty specialist, as a clientele retention specialist, and as a beauty coach to help you. So all you have to do is drop down in the comment section and say, Jane, I like what you're saying. I would like to work with you. What's the next step? Because really, at the end of the day, it's about building wealth through beauty. And it's about building clientele through dedication and service. So, and it's possible, it's achievable, it can be done, but it's really about taking your beauty just beyond the brush, beyond the hair brush, beyond the makeup brush, but really taking it to the next level so you can build wealth for years to come. Because we know in this industry, this is a recession-proof business. Beauty is recession-proof, but it could be recession-proof, but you could still be broke and you could still be struggling. And so that's where I'm here to help. So you could definitely drop down in the comment section. If you like this video, please thumbs up, share it with people, let people know that there is someone named Jane B who is teaching Beauty Beyond the Brush. She's a client retention specialist, and she is here to help you build wealth through beauty. Okay, so again, I'm just gonna run through those steps one last time, so this way you get it. So the reasons why you may have a lit portfolio and an empty chair: number 1 is not putting your customers' needs first. Number 2, constant and unnecessary distractions. Number 3A, using past successes on current situations. And number 3B, no follow-up care. Okay, so thanks guys so much for watching, And I'll see you on the next time. Peace.